What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So Jblac decides to step into uncharted waters that he's not used to, bringing two people together who's in odds with each other. So he decides after T-Rex was on the champion show, speaking of the Tay-Rock situation, to bring Tay-Rock on. But according to him, he bringing Tay-Rock on so that he can make the peace between the two. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I haven't seen part 2 yet. But let me just say this, Jblac. You did a terrible job in part 1. Part 1 of your Tay-Rock, you did a terrible job. That was horrible, brother. You made things worse. You made things worse. And I am definitely persuaded beyond any doubt. I'm definitely persuaded beyond any doubt. Something psychologically is wrong with Tay-Rock. I looked into that man's eyes and saw the emptiness. I saw the emptiness in it. I saw what I come to find out to be true about him. Psychologically, that brother off balance. Literally. That's not a punchline. That's not something I'm just throwing out there. When he was on that show, and he was trying to break down and explain the situation between him and T-Rex, he was confused. He didn't really know how to articulate his words and put things together. He got so frustrated. The only thing he could say is, suck my thing. Suck it. Suck it. How you like that? You don't want me to say it? Suck it. Suck it. Now, before we get to these bars, suck it. Suck it off. Jblac, I'm like, whoa, dang. I think this was a mistake. Who? Suck it too. That brother wanted to go to a commercial. But forgot it's not a real show. It's a YouTube phone. Which meant Tay-Rock could keep going. Suck it! Suck it! Jblac was like, I'm never doing this again. He wanted them to get the hell up out of there. You shouldn't open up that door. Y'all in there with them half suits, boxers, and boots. Y'all in there with them half suits, boxers, and boots. And a nigga came in there who liked for you to suck it off. Horrible. Where's my damn gavel? Horrible. Debo and them all like. Then Debo trying to make it a little bit more manly because it didn't got homosexual up in there. He like, hey, I speak to Rock a little bit, but for the most part. But the SMD stuff, I don't do. I ain't with that in my era. He tried to bring it back. Too late. We watching. Like, damn, something is wrong with this dude. Let me tell y'all something. Something is wrong with that dude. That dude literally is psychologically off balance. That's not a joke. There's no way anybody with right sense who wise enough to see the signs and understand them things could have been watching that and don't come up with the same conclusion. Something wrong with that dude. That dude is off balance. Look at this chain. Look at this chain. Look at this stuff. Look at this. What is this made out of? Quarters? Nickels? Look at this. Kill me for it. God to kill me for it. Kill me for it. Horrible. Right. You want to die for a fake chain made out of nickels and quarters. Let me say this one more time. See, I want to get through I can't get through your goals. Something wrong with you. I know you'll get right if people, look, if your backup, who you think got backup, begin to call you out on your trash and really leave you unguarded, you'll come down to your senses. You'll snap right back into it. Snap right back into it. Because that's the only reason why you acting out like you doing. That's the only reason why you acting out the way that you doing. Because you believe you comfortable. You believe you secured. You believe you covered on every angle. That's what you believe. And you one of the worst dudes to ever give power to. You one of the worst dudes to ever give power to. Because you want to prove something you always been wanting to prove your whole childhood life and never got the advantage to. And now since you grown and you've been put in position, you want to prove something of your childhood as a grown man that you never got to do when you was a child. I know why you acting out. I know why you doing that. That's exactly why. It's like a little child throwing a temper tantrum. That's what you're doing, fam. And it's showing. It's so obvious. Man, look how far you willing to go just to seek attention. Look how far. It's like you screaming, you begging for attention. You begging for it. When you were scratching and trying to go above surface to breathe, you had that bottled in. It was bottled in. Then once you got to breathe and got to the surface, now your true colors come out of who you really is. And everybody in battle rap starting to call you out on that sucker stuff. Everybody. And the only people who still putting up with it is the guys that's around you, which now bring them in question like, damn, are y'all really that stupid and foolish? Are y'all really that stupid and foolish? I need to see part 2 before I make a final conclusion on what went on. But Jblac, you definitely dropped the ball so far on this one. You call yourself making things better between Rex and Tay-Rock, but you made it worse. You made it worse. Tay-Rock came up there and opened up a can so bad, you made it worse. You didn't really even attempt to try to make peace at all so far. You sitting there just letting this man go on a tear. You never want to try to calm him down. You never want to try to reason with him. How you bring him up there to try to get peace, to make peace, when he made things worse? When he made things worse. He just turned peace, the peace attempt, into grave beef. Grave beef. He come up with the chain. He not getting this. You not getting this. Take it. It's not peace. That's war. What he tell me not to say? What? And what's crazy? Jblac, oh my gosh. You titled it. You titled it beef. Your title on the blog, you might well basically say it's war. It's what he tell me not to say. That's what it says. What did he tell me not to say? That's taunting. That's antagonizing. You titled that. But then say, I'm just trying to get peace between the two. Where's my gavel? You made that thing worse. You did, bro. I'm keeping it 100. And that just let me know right there that you're very inexperienced in these things. And when you're inexperienced in these things are things you shouldn't even touch. You should have kept doing what you were doing. Don't even address it. Don't even touch it. Because when you have no experience in matters and situations like this, and you did what you just did, you opened up another can and made it worse. You opened up another can and made it worse, fam. Let me say this to you. Just because you ain't from the street don't mean that you can't be a stand-up, genuine guy. Let me just clear that. Because that don't mean you got to be from the streets. But don't get involved with street stuff if you're not from the streets. If you're not from the streets, don't get involved in street stuff. Because these mistakes like you just did can actually be costly to other people. And I don't see how you were beneficial in no type of way of making them even come together to peace, for peace and make things better even sooner. You caused the wider wedge. You caused the wider wedge. I was talking to Rex behind the scenes after this. And I was trying to come to some means of peace with him. And for the most part, I'm working on it. But like I said, there's a lot of more people involved. A lot of people is not pleased with this on both sides. Let me just say on both sides. And why I urge the people on both sides to actually be involved. But when a man is being challenged, when he's feel like he been violated, and you taunting this man, antagonizing this man, it's no longer even about that. It's about respect now. And that pride, a lot of these, look, let me tell you something. A lot of these brothers ain't deep into God like that to the point that they understand what the enemy is doing to them. Tay-Rock don't understand what the enemy is doing to him. Rex may not understand what the enemy is doing to him, but I'm gonna bring him to the understanding of that. If God's so willing to allow me to keep using me to work on his heart. But I'm trying to tell you something real, though. A lot of them brothers ain't aware that the devil is using them, influencing them, putting them ideas in their head, making them go off and do that stupid stuff. They not. They just think they acting out on their own actions. And then what's crazy is when they do this, they run into the internet to look at what people were saying about them when they did it. Rock lives on Twitter. Live. You can always find him. He probably on Twitter right now. You can find him on Twitter. That's all he do. So he watched this stuff play back. And then he got a lot of idiots geeking him up, putting cables on him, wanting him to push the button, and he just going with the flow. Going with the flow. We'll see what happens when part 2 come out. Maybe you might have got peace. But so far with part 1 show, you did a bad job, Black. A bad job. I'm not gonna go too deep into this yet until I see part 2. But part 1, no, that wasn't good at all. I think it made things worse. It really did. I'm trying to see if is you really about peace, because you understand what's going on. You know the story. Just like I do. And with that being said, I wonder if you're going to touch and address on those things. But we'll see. Because we'll see. I'm going to address this whole thing and break this whole thing down once I see part 2. But for now, this your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question, it's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth. So far, I don't think you handled that well. What y'all think in the comments? Do y'all think Black handled that Tay-Rock situation well? Bringing Tay-Rock on the champion after T-Rex, saying that he brought Tay-Rock up there to make peace between him and T-Rex. It didn't appear to be that way to me and what I just saw. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think. And while you in the comments, click the description box and join my Patreon. Join my Patreon. Subscribe to it. It's going down. I got a lot of stuff over there. All my faithful, loyal supporters who rock with me. You don't want to miss out on that, man. I got a lot of stuff going on over there, man. I'm telling you, man, it's going down. I want you to be a part of it, man. It's over 20 something blogs over there right now. I uploaded 15 new songs, man. You got to check it out. Man, it's going down. I'm loading that stuff up with nothing but fire. I'm gonna drop like 10 more this week. So check this out. You don't want to miss out on it, man. Join the Patreon. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some questions. It's yours. Join my Patreon. Everybody that join my Patreon is going to give me a notification. I'm going to reach out to you. We're going to talk, set up a show with y'all. Because, I want my fans to be a part of the Battle Truth experience and participate in making this thing big with me, man. Y'all know how I do. Join Battle Truth. Subscribe to my Patreon. Hit the link in the description box. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours.